Some of you might be thinking, what can this band guy tell me that I don't already know about collaboration? I mean, what happens in his world is like, his world's nothing like my world. You don't know me. But they're very similar, because collaboration has nothing to do with business, and it has everything to do with people and the environment that we choose to create and how we choose to navigate that environment. I'd like you to think about collaboration as the instrument that helps unlock the right talent at the right time for the right reason. It's a process. And embracing that process is the key to unleashing the rock star collaborative beast in all of you, so that when you get together, the magic actually has a shot at happening. By the way, it turns out the collaboration isn't beating your idea into someone until they agree. Do you guys know this? It was kind of crazy. Collaboration isn't just an activity. It's a way of being. It's a way of thinking. It doesn't start as a line item on an agenda. It doesn't start in a meeting. Collaboration starts with you. Welcome, everybody, to the first chord of collaboration. That feels good, doesn't it? That would be the C chord. You ready to be hipped? Yeah. All right. Just want to make sure you guys are alive, man. You're going to make me work for it. When you are in the collaborative mindset, you are open to the possibility that every interaction that you have has the potential to be a collaborative moment. Dried out on the inside from waiting for you so long. I swear it rained every day you were gone. You were gone. Thank you, good night. But the most egregious sour note that we all play is when we discount others because of how we perceive their level of expertise. I was horrible about this in the band. In my mind, I was the songwriting expert, so when I brought in a new song, if the drummer was going to put in his 2 cents or critique my lyrics or tell me about my lyrics, guess what? I wasn't really interested in what he had to say. I mean, he was the drummer. What does he know about writing songs? Certainly not collaborative, a big sour note. And we do it in the work environment. Hey, I'm in marketing. I don't need somebody in operations to tell me about my marketing plan. Secondly, you got to believe in the benefit. What we're talking about here is behavior, changing our behavior. We're talking about self-awareness. And you got to get to a place where you believe in the benefit. And you have enough frustrating days at work where you don't have a voice, where you don't feel like you can contribute, where people are stealing your ideas or whatever it is, and you get sick enough of complaining every night at the dinner table to your husband or wife. Maybe you get to a place of believing in the benefit and go, wait a minute, maybe there's another way I can look at this. Guess what? That's the hook. Welcome to the D chord. Differences create the sound. You know, one of the challenging things about being in a band is that individuals, there's similarities and there's differences. And while those differences are a great thing, let's be honest, the differences are what can cause us to drive each other nuts. Think about who you collaborate with. Really, take a second. Think about who your go-to is. Who do you like to collaborate with? Okay? You got it? Now think about who you don't collaborate with, who you avoid like the plague when it comes to collaboration. You got that person? Yeah. Maybe there's several. Who knows? But I'd like to suggest that we have a tendency to collaborate with those who are like-minded because why? It's easy, right? It's comfortable. We have a tendency to not avoid, we want to avoid those people that make us uncomfortable because of all the icky stuff that goes on with being uncomfortable. Stuff like, I don't know, confrontation, conflict, or the biggest, baddest C word there is. Oh gosh, what's the band guy going to say? Criticism. Here's a news flash. Just you and your idea are not the same thing. Just because someone is criticizing your idea does not mean that they are attacking you. And when you're in that collaborative mindset and you've changed the way that you're looking at things, it rolls off of you. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. You will be amazed. You'll be amazed at the results that can happen. Because it is the differences that create the sound. Even the ideas that aren't so great, we seem to love our ideas. We're very protective of our ideas. You know, we've all worked with the person, or we've all had that boss where it's like, if it's not their idea, you know it's never going to fly, right? So what do you have to do? You have to Jedi mind trick them. You got to make him or her think that your idea was their idea, so it has a shot. Who's got time for that? Aren't we busy enough as it is? That takes way too much energy. But Mattel licensed the song for $25,000. And they put it on this. And let me tell you what this is. This is something that I've never opened, ever. This is a Polly Pocket DVD. I'm not kidding. Does everyone know what that is? I had to do some research. I didn't know what the heck that was. I don't have a 6-year-old girl. And I'm telling you, I'm not lying. There's plastic on it. It's never been opened, ever. Because I cannot believe in my quest for rock and rollness that I could have possibly written something for that girl right there. Whew. Now, collaboration is about vulnerability, right? You got to put yourself out there. So I feel a lot of love in this room. I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to do something that I don't do a lot of. And in a social media savvy room, this scares the hell out of me. Okay. Would you guys like to hear a little snippet of the song that we wrote for Jordan McCoy? Gosh.
When we dance, it's so crazy how he moves me. We are Weezer and the Roots, and I too say who's wrong. He's the hip hop and the rock and roll world. Used to say that this will never work. He is the hip hop and the rock and roll world. A hip hop boy and a rock and roll girl. A hip hop boy and a rock and roll girl.
Did that just happen? I don't want any of you tweeting that anywhere, okay? People are thinking, I believe, very myopically about collaboration. They're only thinking about the result. But it is my greatest hope and passion that people will start thinking about collaboration as this great instrument that helps create a vibe that people want to be in. It's something that helps, I believe it to be the cornerstone of employee engagement. What are we talking about here? We're talking about giving people a voice. And we're giving people a platform to contribute. And we're helping people understand how their contribution fits into the big picture. Isn't that employee engagement? Please think about collaboration as the instrument that helps unlock the right talent at the right time for the right reason. And what it produces is the sweet sound of people doing something meaningful together. Thank you very much.